Closed voice and open chords. Ear training.
Hello and welcome to Ear Training with Spock. This video contains two tests on the basic triads used in music: major, minor, augmented, and diminished. What is different about this video is that, first of all, instead of the chords being played 3 times, they're only going to be played twice, and they're not going to have the melodic version. It'll just be harmonic chords like that. The second thing that's different is that we're going to start to incorporate different kind of voicings. A voicing is how you space the notes out in the sonic field. If we took the bottom note and put it down an octave, that's a different voicing. If I play root 5th, root 3rd, 5th with a 3rd on the top, that's yet again a different voicing. And so the voicing we're going to look at is called the raised third open voicing. A closed voicing is when all the notes are as close as possible. Root 3rd, 5th right next to each other. And there are 3 different versions, with the root on the bottom, with the 3rd, and with the 5th. An open voicing is when there's more than an octave between the bottom and the top note. And this is done by either doubling a note up the octave or taking one of the notes and put it up the octave. A raised third open voicing is when you take a triad and you take the 3rd and you put it up an octave for that kind of a sound. So it will go back and forth. Some of the triads will be enclosed and some of them will be in raised third open voicings. As always, these tests are constructed on 2 levels: for the beginner, or I suppose more the intermediate student at this point, and the advanced student. For the intermediate student, you want to recognize what kind of triad is being used, either major or minor, augmented or diminished. For the more advanced student, we'll start with a C triad, that'll be the first one, and then each successive chord will either share a note in common or move by step. One of the notes will move up or down by a tone or a semitone. And it is your task to figure out exactly what chord is being played. C major, D minor, E minor, raised third, and that kind of thing. Good luck! Test number 1, closed voicings and raised third open voicings for major, minor, augmented, and diminished triads. The C major scale. Minor, C minor, closed voice. Major, E flat major, raised third open voicing. Major, B flat major, closed voicing. Minor, B flat minor, raised third open voicing. Major, F major, closed voicing. Diminished triad, F sharp diminished, closed voicing. Major triad, G major, raised third open voicing. Major triad, C major, raised third open voicing. Augmented triad, A augmented, closed voiced. Minor triad, A minor, raised third open voicing. Minor triad, F minor, closed voiced. Major triad, E major, raised third open voicing. Diminished triad, D diminished, closed voiced. Diminished triad, F diminished, raised third open voicing. Augmented triad, C augmented, closed voiced. Major triad, D major, closed voiced. Minor triad, F minor, raised third open voicing. Major triad, B major, closed voiced. End of test 1. Test number 2, major, minor, augmented, and diminished triads in closed and raised third open voicings. The C major scale. Diminished triad, C diminished, closed voiced. Minor triad, D minor, raised third open voicing. Major triad, D major, raised third open voicing. Augmented triad, E augmented or C augmented, raised third, open voicing. Major triad, F major, raised third, open voicing. Minor triad, C minor, raised third, open voicing. Diminished triad, A diminished, closed voiced. Major triad, B flat major, raised third, open voicing. Augmented triad, F augmented, closed voiced. Major triad, A flat major, raised third, open voicing. Minor triad, G minor, raised third, open voicing. Major triad, E major, closed voiced. Diminished triad, F diminished, closed voiced. Major triad, A flat major again, raised third, open voicing. Augmented triad, C augmented, raised third, open voicing. Minor triad, C sharp minor, closed voiced. Augmented triad, D augmented, closed voiced. Major triad, G major, raised third, open voicing. Diminished triad, E diminished, close voiced. Minor triad, A minor, raised third open voicing. Major triad, B flat major, raised third open voicing. Augmented triad, B augmented, raised third open voicing. End of test 2.